I don't know whether I'm laughing or crying anymore.
I feel like the more protein I'm eating, the less nausea.
To breathe through it. Generally, I'm just eating something between 2 slices of bread. Okay, you'll have to ignore the position I'm in. I'm in Oren's bedroom. It's a bit of a mess because it's a sheets day. I don't know why I chose the hottest day of the week to do it. Currently going through a heat wave, which is lovely because obviously it's been very cold and rainy for a long time, but I don't know. Don't want to be that person, but it feels like it's a bit too warm right now. Okay, I just want to first of all officially introduce this video. So this is going to be my first trimester video, and there's just bits and bobs I filmed throughout finding out I'm pregnant up until the end of obviously first trimester. I feel like I need to annotate it a little bit there and everywhere. I think I always go into it with the best intentions, like I'm going to be really consistent and do lots of updating, but when you barely even feel like lifting your head off the pillow in the morning, it's very, very hard to also want to talk to the camera, let alone be a good mum to my 2-year-old at the time, now 3. So I found it really, really difficult to update every week, but I updated like the start, the middle, the end. Just apologies because my emotions were running wild when I first found out I was pregnant, and so the first sort of pregnancy update happens around 6 weeks and I was an emotional wreck. I was crying at everything. But things do improve as I'm updating you. So yeah, I'm now in my 2nd trimester, but I just wanted to intro the video properly. What you're going to see is just like bits at the beginning where I'm talking through things. I'm also going to talk you through things that I was able to eat at some points throughout the pregnancy. So I did like a diary of what I was eating. One day I'd be able to eat like half a burger and love it and enjoy it. The next day I'd be able to eat Marmite and toast and that's it. So it was really up and down. I just remember going through my first trimester thinking this is horrendous. I feel so alone. I felt so lonely, even though I'd done it before and I'd had hyperemesis gravidarum in the first pregnancy. Yeah, I felt very alone and I felt like I just couldn't do it. And I remember watching some videos like of other people's first trimester, and although it's horrible that anyone has to go through it, I was also sort of relieved to know that people can go through it and they can get through it and be okay. I know it sounds really dramatic, but at the time when you're going through it, it feels horrendous. It honestly feels so horrendous. But yeah, just know that it's gonna be okay, you're gonna get through it. You know, I've just eaten a bowl of noodles, a big load of grapes and an oat cookie, you know? So at the start of pregnancy, getting a cracker down the back of my throat was hard enough, so it gets better. But yeah, I'm gonna run the first sort of chunk and then I'm going to speak to you again in the middle of the chunk. It's week 6 today. Lawrence is out with Oren. Why am I getting emotional at that? I'm finding it really difficult because I feel like I haven't seen my 2-year-old all week, and the only time I've seen him I've been like just laying down, and I've tried. I don't know why I'm getting emotional. I'm so emotional this pregnancy. I'm 6 weeks pregnant today, so I'm feeling much the same as I have been in the last week. I'm feeling really tired, emotional, and very sick. I think for me the hardest part of the feeling sick is like, I really dislike being sick. That is like a horrible thing, but I think the hardest part is how long I've got to go. Don't know why I keep like crying at the moment. I'm crying all the time. But just how long I've got to go. The sickness started 6 days ago, like the nausea and sickness. We had lots of plans over the next sort of 6 to 8 weeks, like lots of plans I've had to like sort of change around and sort out because I'm just not going to be well enough. I keep crying and it's so annoying. I'm just an emotional mess. It must be the hormones. The only way to keep things ticking over with like our 2-year-old is Lawrence keeping him entertained and like taking him out, and they've just gone to the playground and it's the weekend and I feel like I've not seen him at all. But the thing is, like, I'm so exhausted after the tiniest thing, and the exhaustion makes nausea worse. So like last night after dinner I was able to sort of kick a ball around with him, and that was nice. But when you go from like the primary parent or the parent that's always with them and always doing things, it's just like really hurts your soul when you can't be there with them. Especially like on the weekend, because like Lawrence isn't working, so it's nice to have family time together. But I've just been so useless. I need to film this when I'm not crying. I think with Orin I was sick a lot more by this stage, but what I've implemented this time around is just eating little and often. Even though I'm averse to everything and anything, I don't want to eat anything, but I'm just forcing myself to eat little and often plain foods, like lots of toast, although I'm very fed up with toast. So toast, last night I did manage beans, which was really good because like a bit more protein and stuff like that. Yeah, welcome to week 6. Let's just see how it goes. Hopefully I'll be a little less emotional, but I think that's not going to be the case because I'm crying at everything at the moment. Lawrence went out and got me Sprite this morning, and it tastes nice, tastes good actually. So I'm just going to sip a bit more of that. I'm going to try and eat something. Lawrence made some pancakes this morning with Orin. I missed out on that. I don't know whether I'm laughing or crying anymore. Wow. So today is Sunday and it's London Marathon Day. My sister-in-law is running it today, so I'm going to stick the TV on upstairs. The bedroom is my current safe space. So I'm going to stick the TV on upstairs and try and do some editing on my laptop and see if I can spot her in the crowd running the marathon. That's the start of week 6. Let's hope the week goes a little bit smoother, and I'm sorry if you are just planning to be pregnant, or you are just newly pregnant, or you're in week 6 or the first trimester. I will try and document the ups as well as the downs. Mm-hmm. Do you want to have rice for dinner tonight?
Yeah.
Rice, yeah? And vegetables?
Look.
Go on then, you sit here. Okay. Now, you choose some stickers and I'll help you. Okay, we're going to try and have a sticker book
This
for my toddler whilst I update you guys. That one? Well, this is called a belt loader. These sticker books, they're Usborne.
Mama.
Right, you hold it.
Mama, how do with
So we're going to put that on preparing.
Mama, how do with belt loader?
So we're going to put that on preparing the planes, and what it does is there it is. It puts the suitcases on the planes. And those Usborne sticker books are absolutely fantastic, really, really good. I got this aeroplane one because we were meant to be going to Cyprus, but we rescheduled it. I don't know if I mentioned this. We rescheduled it because one, we had loads and loads of stuff booked and we were sort of getting really busy, and two, because I would have been, well, we'd be there now and I'm 9.5 weeks pregnant. I feel sick all the time, and we just thought, what is the point in going on holiday and feeling unwell the whole time? Also the added complication of like having HG in my first pregnancy, meaning I'm more susceptible to it this time, meaning I can't be away and potentially be hospitalised. You want that car? Yeah, meaning it would have been risky being away in another country, and then so yeah, we rescheduled that, but I bought him this aeroplane sticker book because I thought, oh my gosh, we're going to be at the aeroplane, he's going to see all the things, but we'll go on that holiday another time. But yeah, so I'm 9.5 weeks now. Each week brings new joy of some sort. Each week is very different, I'm finding. So firstly, at the moment, so being 9-10 weeks pregnant, I'm talking quietly because all my windows are open. He doesn't know what pregnant is, so do you want to hold it? Luckily, I can talk about it while he's here, but yeah, so at this week, 9.5, 10 weeks is when your hormones start peaking, so you can feel really rough at this time. I definitely feel really rough. I would not be surviving without the tablets, let me tell you. The tablets enable me to keep food down, which enables me to get up in the morning, keep food and water down. I'm still extremely, when I talk about it, I actually start gagging, but I'm still extremely nauseous. I'm still not feeling great. I don't feel super happy. I don't feel, you know, just every day is sort of like a let's get through today. And I hate that, because I'm someone who loves to like enjoy every moment, enjoy every day, especially now I've got a child. I think I hate wasting any time with him. And don't get me wrong, you cannot be like taking in every moment of your life. That's impossible and it's unsustainable. However, weeks and weeks on end, I feel like this has got to be one of the most discombobulated videos ever. I'm sorry, it just randomly cut off yesterday because as I was filming, obviously I had my 2-year-old that I was trying to keep happy, and then the midwives knocked on the door. So I was going to go into detail on that yesterday, but after my midwife appointment I was just done in. Like, I'm so done in by the time it gets to about 4, and then after 4 I had to make dinner, and for me making dinner at the moment takes a lot of inner strength. Like, I'm retching thinking about it. I'm trying to breathe through it. Yeah, so the midwives actually came around yesterday, which was really nice. It's different. So like my first pregnancy, we went to like the local children's centre, and we I would go there. And I remember it was during COVID, so quite a lot of the time I would have to go in on my own, and Lawrence have to like wait in the car park, which was like really sad. It's a shame that Lawrence missed yesterday, but yesterday was just like the midwife booking in appointments, so he didn't really miss anything. It was just lots and lots of questions. They tried to take my blood, but they couldn't, so I have to go to the blood clinic. Is it called the thrombopologist or something? I can't remember the word, but I love the name of people that take your blood. They've got a really cool like name. So yeah, I have to do that at some point. I was going to try and do it today, but I'm gonna have to try and do it in the morning because I need Lawrence to come with me to be with Oren. She did try it and I did really, really well. I wasn't going faint or anything. I was just looking away and I was talking to Oren and the other midwife. But they couldn't get the vein, so sent me back to the blood clinic. So I'll have to do that. I have to say though, it's a little bit of a faff, but it's actually not. Going to the blood clinic, they know what they're doing. Like, a midwife knows what she's doing when she's got normal veins, but when you've got veins like mine, I go in, these people just, they find the blood, they get it. Like, there is no messing around. They're really, really good. So I know that going there is actually kind of beneficial because it will happen really quickly. They'll just get in there, get the blood and get out. So I'm not worried about that at all. It's just a tiny bit of a faff when you've got a 2-year-old. So yeah, I'm 9.5 weeks. I had my midwife booking appointment in yesterday, which was really nice to meet the community midwife. I'm going back onto the home birth team, which I'm excited about. I had a home birth with Oren and it went really well. It was a really positive experience. The birth was a very positive experience, but so was the lead up to birth. Like, with the home birth team, you've got a massive benefit of meeting and staying with the same midwife who will 9 times out of 10 be the one delivering your baby. So you build like this really trusting relationship up with that person and you get like this real sense of care from them. It's always the same people, you know them very well. For me, there's like loads of benefits to home birth. I think birth is all about like just getting it done safely, and where you feel most safe and you feel most at ease just to get on with it psychologically. And for me that is at home, whereas some people would think no, I would psychologically feel better in a hospital, whereas for me it's I would feel psychologically better at home. Being at home and being in a midwife-led centre is very little difference. They have all the same equipment, they have the same stuff, so you don't have access to like things like epidurals and other drugs. I'm not sure about all the drugs that you get, but you do get gas and air, and you get all the monitoring. And yeah, for me there was just loads of benefits for post-birth. My reason for going for the home birth for Oren, my first baby, was actually mostly about the post-birth experience. It wasn't even about the birth. For me, the birth is like, as long as they come out safely, I'm happy. But I know there's just so many benefits to being at home, and having like a really smooth transition into motherhood in terms of how you bond with them. And this is just for me, this is just what I sort of looked into. I feel like, yeah, I can get all the preparation I want, I can do this, I can do that, but without genuinely the support system I had and like my husband, who was doing anything and everything for me and the baby, yeah, I can't imagine doing it all by yourself. So yeah, obviously it's not all about like having this wishy-washy lovely home birth, because it's not. It's actually so much based around how much you're allowed to just get on with bonding with your baby after birth. So that's what I wanted. I wanted like as little chance of birth trauma as possible, support, so I could have the time to bond with him. So yeah, I found my first birth really, really positive experience. So I'm hoping for this second birth to be a positive experience. Once I get my bloods done, I can be referred back to the home birth team, which would be really nice. I did ask if the lady who was my home birth midwife last time, if she's still there, and she's retired. I was so gutted. She was the best woman on this planet. Like, what an incredible woman she was. Just like a straight down the line, full of love but full of firmness type midwife. Exactly what I needed. She got me through such an amazing, big, huge, life-changing, altering moment in my life, and I was so hoping she could be here for the second birth, but she's retired to spend more time with her husband, and I'm so happy for her. So she's from the Dominican Republic, so I think she's spending like 6 months out there at the moment, and then 6 months back at home, because her kids are like sort of grown up, and I'm just picturing her drinking a cocktail on the beach, and I'm really happy for her. But I'm gonna really like miss her. I really wanted her for this pregnancy, but all the other ladies are apparently amazing, which they always are. So yeah, so I don't know where I was yesterday. There's no chance in me remembering. I've got to wake Oren up in a sec. It's nearly 2 o'clock and he's still asleep. But all I can say is, so I'm 9.5 weeks. All I can say is I feel horrendous. I'm extremely nauseous all the time. I'm doing everything I can not to be sick. It's really, really weird because people put sickness down as the worst. For me, it's the nausea, that every single second of the day feeling nauseous and retching is worse. Because sometimes when I'm sick, I feel great for an hour after. I have a relief for an hour and I feel fine. But feeling like this continuously is horrendous. The reason I'm not letting myself be sick is because I just need to keep the calories in. Not only for this growing baby, but for my son. Like, it's really, really difficult to be a mum and feel like this. And any energy I do have, I must conserve for him, because he's an active 2, nearly 3-year-old, and I cannot be bedbound and sofa bound. Any energy I have is spent on him, hence why there's been like a terrible amount of uploads on my YouTube channel recently, and I'm really, really sorry about that. I'm trying my best to film. I'll pick up the camera, I will get sick, and then the energy I have I need to spend on my 2-year-old, and it's just been really, really difficult. But I am hoping to be back to feeling okay very, very soon. They say it peaks around 9 to 10 weeks, so with any luck, this time next week I'll be back to my usual self. This pregnancy is a lot different, sorry I keep retching, than my first. My first was, I had like stronger cravings, I'm sure. Like, I really fancied like sparkling orange juice all the time, like Orangina with bits, and tuna sandwiches and crisps. Whereas this time round, I actually don't fancy any of that stuff. However, I am sandwichy. Everything I eat is a sandwich, which really is stressing me out because, oh, by the way, I lost my wedding rings as well. Pregnancy brain. I don't know where they are. I think they're in the house, but I haven't seen them in weeks, but it's really, really upsetting me. Lawrence is obviously very understanding, as he is about everything. He's like, it's fine, they'll turn up, and if they don't, we'll replace them. But to me, it's really stressing me out. Yeah, so everything I'm eating is a sandwich, some form of a sandwich. I can deal with an egg and cress sandwich first thing in the morning, and that helps me to get that protein in, and then just balance out that nausea first thing in the morning. Then I need some sort of like jam on toast. I'm trying to do just sourdough bread when it's not like an egg and cress sandwich. I'm just doing sourdough bread. But yeah, that's really stressing me out because bread makes me feel groggy and it makes me feel a bit down, and I'm pretty sure all the bread is not helping my mental state. But yeah, so this pregnancy is a lot different. I'm not really craving much at all at the moment. Really freezing cold icy lemon water. That's the only thing where I think, oh, I so want that. Oh, and chili squid from Wagamama's. That's the only thing so far. So generally I'm just eating something between 2 slices of bread. So I can't wait until this phase has officially gone, so I can eat, I don't know, maybe a piece of broccoli. Oh, not doing that. I'm not talking about that again. Anyway, I'm gonna go make myself a roll right now. I've got rolls, and I got some turkey from the butcher's. So I'm gonna make a turkey roll with salad in. So I am enjoying salad, which is good. Where I am stomaching it. It's better than nothing, isn't it? But yeah, so this is today's update. I'm going to update you at 10 weeks as well. I'm absolutely praying the more I update you now, the easier it gets. If you're in your first trimester currently and you're at like the 5-week mark and symptoms are just beginning, you will get there. It happens. I genuinely believed at 5 weeks, nope, I can't do this. I cannot do this. But here I am nearly at 10 weeks. So the next few days are going to go really quickly. Lawrence has taken a day or 2 off work because he's going to, you know, help out with Orin. Because this is a particularly hard week, so if you've got the support network, rely on them, ask them for your help, ask them for their help, and yeah, so let's just get through the next few days, please. Okay, so you saw chunks of my first trimester updates. And I'm going to show you things that I ate as well. Just a recap on the scan, because obviously you can't film or anything in the scan. Well, we sort of filmed something on our phone, and then the sonographer was like, no, you can't film. So I didn't even bother getting the camera out and things like that. And we didn't do like any sort of private scan or anything. But we went to the NHS scan, and as always, they were all really lovely. I was very, very nervous because I suppose you just wonder, don't you, if everything's okay. But it went really well and things seem okay. I got through my blood tests, which is amazing because I'm normally very fainty when it comes to taking blood. Bit of a wimp like that. But obviously, as you saw, things were, I was very teary at the start. And then I just sort of got used to it. I got used to the fact that I'm just always going to be sick and unwell for the next few weeks. So, I don't know, you stick your chin back up and you think, well, this is it. This is what it is right now, and I just have to get on with it. And that's what I ended up doing. I always find that weeks 5 to 7 in pregnancy is just horrendous because like that's when the hormones just kick in. That's when they start. Peak at around 9 to 10 weeks, and I definitely felt that. I felt like the most sick around 9 to 10 weeks. But saying that, I still find weeks 5 to 7 the worst because that's when it kicks in. That's when your body gets this massive like influx of hormones. That's when all the emotions kick in. I was really shocked. I was just like feeling all the feels. But yeah, other than that, it's gone much quicker. Like at the time, it's just felt so horrendously slow at the time when I was feeling unwell. Like I would look at the time and genuinely I was just like, why is time moving backwards? It was so slow. But now I've got all the way here, I think, wow, that's gone. Like I did it. I survived it. I did it and I got through and it's okay. And now I'm feeling a lot better. I still have to take anti-sickness tablets once a day. And my body is just, I think I'm just a sickly person. Like I just get sick very easily. But I have been implementing the eat little and often thing. So the little and often definitely does help. I think when I'm hungry or haven't eaten for a while, I feel really bad. I start feeling really sick. I still feel most sort of unwell by the end of the day, but generally I'm feeling good. Like the fact that I can get up and do stuff, I can tidy the house, I can get a bit of work done, I can go out for a walk with Orin, like all of that stuff was just not possible a few weeks ago. Any movement would make me sick. I'd be so exhausted that just like the energy it takes from you is mental. I'm so glad to be out of that phase, and now I'm just going to enjoy it and document it as much as I can. In terms of eating and food, I'm still having like lots and lots of aversions. The last week, every single day for dinner, I've had a ham and Marmite toasty. Please tell me why. Yeah. Anyway, I can hear the pitter patter of little toddler feet coming to get me. I promised him we were going to go outside because it's so hot and play with the sprinkler. So I'm going to turn that on for him. We're going to go and play. I'm going to play for you now the eating bits that I filmed throughout first trimester. And then, yeah, and then officially we're back into current time. Obviously I'm uploading loads and loads of videos on the channel now, so make sure you catch up on all of those. And yeah, I'll see you again really, really soon for a new video. Bye. Okay, I'd say I started filming what I was eating from like week 8 onwards, because sort of week 5 to 8 I was literally eating dried crackers. So yeah, I started off really craving things like strawberries and cold apples. One day I really fancied McDonald's. I'm telling you, those were the best fries I'd ever eaten in my life. They were so good. But McDonald's and a double cheeseburger.
Look, Mummy, look.
Oh, you're standing up there. You're brave. Just eating. Lawrence just made some mini barbecue. I'm just eating burger. It's funny because one of the first things I was able to keep down was McDonald's. So he thought, well, why can't I make you a burger on the barbecue, because that would be better quality. And actually, yeah, he's right. So nearly 8 weeks, or 8 weeks now, able to eat a burger. It's very good, must say. I feel like the more protein I'm eating, the less nausea I'm feeling constantly, but I do have to eat constantly in order not to feel constantly nauseous. So anyway, I'm going to enjoy as much of this as I can. Won't be the whole thing, but still, it's a hearty meal. Pretty much my entire first trimester was just eating egg and crust sandwiches from M&S in the morning. I would always start my day like that, and sometimes I would even have one for dinner. And then another day I could manage 2 chicken goujons with barbecue sauce. And yeah, essentially apples and grapes. I've been trying to eat things like nuts, although I've not fancied them at all, but cold fruits, sweet stuff and junk basically is what I was eating. And then from about week 9 or 10 I was able to start eating things like Thai curry and really enjoying like Thai curry, Asian curry and things like that. So yeah,